Okay, I think I'm live now. Finally, let me see. Yeah, अभी जाके live हूँ. Oh God. Okay, so what does syntax means? Okay, syntax error quiz. The rules for how expressions and statements should be structured in a language. For example, in Python, the following is correct syntax: print hello world. While in different programming language like Go, the correct sentence would be FMT. FMT print learn. Okay, okay. This is like different. Like syntax is like the bread and butter for your like languages. What does syntax mean? Rules of valid code in a programming language. Rules of for valid code in a yeah. Blah 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 blah. Blah. What happens if you try to run code with invalid sentence? You know, with the computer window will get an error message. Yeah, maybe sometimes that, but not really. You've probably noticed that you have submitted what's the penalty when you fail. I mean, one or two things will happen. If you have armor, you will lose one. The armor is consumed to protect you from future failures on that lesson. If you don't have armor, you will lose your sharpshooter spree. अच्छा, like streaks होता है, and it will reset to zero. Each time your spree counter hits 15, you will earn a random chest. Chests contain gems and items like armor. Okay, assignment. Fantasy Quest has a bug in its server code. The code is supposed to print messages indicating the game server has successfully started. अच्छा है तो लिखाना है नो प्रिंट आइडिया ना yeah, अच्छा oh syntax वाले टू दिया ना hmm. That is like a good habit to use that. And game statistics. The marketing team is asking for some stats about our Fantasy Quest game servers. They like to know the average number of players across our four servers. Debug the code so that it correctly prints the solution to the math problem. Debug code बोलेगा. So we don't have to put it in inverted commas like double quotations. Hmm. এনেকে কৰিলে হৈ যাব. Yeah, 24. Nice. Okay. Shop response. Our dev team has been making updates to Fantasy Quest's Innkeeper shop, but there's a problem. The Innkeeper's dialogue is blank. Assignment. Add two separate print statements to complete the Innkeeper's response. They should output the following to the console in that order. Ah, great choices. Is there anything else I can help with? Okay. Print or great choices. Dot dot dot. Comma. Um, actually, same thing लिखो पहले है कौन है this let me just copy paste this yeah run yep nice. Variables are how we store data as our program runs. Up till now, we've been printing data for passing it straight into print. Now we are going to save the data in variables so that we can reuse it, and change it before printing it. Okay, let me just charge this. Variable, creating variables. A variable is just the name that we give to a value. For example, we can make a new variable called my height and set its value to 100. Or we can define a variable called my name and set it the text string to lane. Okay, lane is name. Wow. We have the freedom to choose any name for our variables, but they should be descriptive and consist of single token. Single token means Alexa is a string with a probabilistic token and used in large language models. Yes, okay. Continuous text with underscore separating. Okay, acha, acha, the token. Okay, got it. Using variables, once we have a variable, we can access its value by using its name. For example, this will print 100 and this will print lane. Okay, okay. We need to keep track of our hero's health. On the first line of code, we had a new variable called player's health and set it equal to 1000. Do this line. Oh my God. Okay, sure. Player health is equal to 100 and sorry, 1000. Print run 1000. Yeah. Nice. Gain 161. Nice. Level 3. Wow, 3 people watching. Wheels very high. Hello, hello guys. Should I? Okay, we should. I should just. I should probably change it to open to everybody. I'll do that sometime later. It's okay. Okay, variables vary. Variables are called variables because they can hold any value and that value can change. For example, this code prints 20. Acceleration is equal to 10. Acceleration is equal to 20. Print acceleration. Okay. The line acceleration is equal to 20 reassigns the value of acceleration to 20. Got it. Assignment क्या है? Before each print function in the provided code, change the value of player health to 100 less than it was before. Okay, like 100. Yeah. Acha, then okay, got it. 900, 800, 700, 600. Okay. Oh damn, let's go. Level 4. Achievement complete 15 exercises. Oh, we completed 15 exercises. Nice. Oh, I have to change this for you all, otherwise you all can't talk right. Let me change it. Okay, anyway, leave it for now. Math. Now that we know how to store and change the value of variables, let's do some math. Here are examples of common mathematical operators using Python syntax. Addition, my sum is equal to a plus b. Subtraction, yeah, yeah. Division, order of operations, I know this, I know this. Okay, assignment here. Create a new variable called armored health on line 3. and set it equal to player health multiplied by, wait. Variable armor health on line 3. Gotcha. On line 3. To player health multiplied by armor health. Alright. Uh, Control enter. Line 3 armor health is not defined. अच्छा आर्मर मल्टीप्लायर होगा ना मल्टीप्लायर 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 ठीक है तो लिखिए ओ आर्मर आर्मर ओके गॉट इट सबमिटिंग योर कोड gain 121 XP nice hmm oh we are already in chapter 2 nice negative numbers in Python work the way you probably expect just add a minus sign okay got it assignment क्या है when our hero walks through poison, their health should go down. Right now, the hero is gaining 10 health instead of losing 10 health. Okay, so it's okay. So minus health होगा क्या? No, minus health. Huh, okay. Because there's a plus symbol also, but okay. I think we will get that sooner. Comments don't do anything. Wow. Okay, doc string. Okay, these are doc strings. These are called doc strings. Got it. Mm. Assignment one. Line change. Line hashtag one. Hashtag one. I mean, first line of the code was meant to be comment, but the developer forgot to use the correct syntax. Okay, let me help them. Nice. Okay, this is nice. Variable names. Variable names must not have spaces. Got that. In text, like token thing. They're continuous strings of characters. The creator of Python language himself, Guido van Rossum, implores us. Is Rossum? Rossum is a possum is a rat, my bad. To use snake case for variable name. What is a snake case? It's just a style for writing variable names. All words are lowercase and separated by underscores. God. Language Python, Ruby, Rust. Camel case. Oh, the hump thing. Capitalize the first letter of each word except the first one. What the hell? Q. Acha, to differentiate between like number and all. What is the? It is not number and something else. I like the Pascal case. It's like, but best is the snake case. Capitalize the first letter of each word. But this requires more typing, no casing. Wow, this is the best. Just don't do this. अच्छा, इसमें ही नहीं है ये तो. Camel case ये है तुम्हारा. Mm, number two. Yeah. No, ain't that hard, buddy. So, which is a valid snake case? Okay. Hero health. Yeah. Yeah. Sharpshooter spree. Let's go. Basic variable types. Python has several basic data types. Strings in programming, snippets of text are called strings. Got it? They are list of characters strung together. We create strings by wrapping the text in single quotes or double quotes. That said, double quotes are preferred. Name with single quotes, name not so good, and name with double quotes are very so good. Alright, because this requires like तुम्हारा अगर I am लिख रहे हो, suppose you are writing bleh is equal to I am, ये अगर तुम लिख रहे हो तभी तुम्हारा ये important basically, इसलिए बोला है, because otherwise like other than this use case I don't think there's any other usefulness of the single like double quote. There's another thing ना, नहीं नहीं वो तो JavaScript में है शायद, numbers are not surrounded by quotes when they are declared. हाँ, I know that. Positive integer, negative integer. Float is like basically the decimal value. Boolean is a type that can only have one or two values, true or false. As you may have heard, computers really only use ones and zeros. These ones and zeros are true and false, or Boolean values. Is tall true, is short false. Okay. Assignment, fix the bugs in the code where should be an answer and there should be a Boolean. Got it. Aye, Captain. And run. Submit. F strings in Python. What is the red doing here? Have you ever played old school Pokemon and chosen a funny name so that the in-game message would become more funny? America's strength made it possible to move boulders around. Damn. In Python, we can create strings that contain dynamic values with the F string syntax. Number of bananas, 10. Bananas Q, acha, not FU. F, you have number of bananas. Print, you have 10 bananas. And add an F to the start of quotes to create a F string. Use curly brackets around the. But what is the use? Huh? I don't get it. What's the use? Because above this line. Okay. Banana zero. Okay. Fix the bug on line 7. Line 7, use an F string to inject the dynamic values. Oh, because you have to add multiple numbers, yeah, numbers and all. And here is comma, like that thing. Code. Yeah. So let me try. So all I have to do is F, right? F will fix it. Yeah. And what if I don't use? Huh. Oh, okay. All right. So the string needs कि तुम्हारा जितना भी वेरिएबल है वो कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स के अंदर है. So curly bracket name. Oh, my bad. Race. Let me just name. Put this in race. Put this in age. So, okay. Jarl is a dwarf who is 37-year-old. Okay, this is nice. Submit. Non-type variables. Not all variables have a value. We can make an empty variable by setting it to none. Okay, non-type variables. Not all variables have a value. We can make an empty variable by setting it to none. None is a special value in Python that represents the absence of a value. It is not the same as zero, false, or so. Is it like a Boolean thing? But Boolean is ones and zeros, right? True and false. It's just another variable, I guess. Like variable value. Value of the value is in this case is none until we use the assigning operator to give it a value. None is not a string. None type is not the same as string with the value of none. This is not, this is it's a value, right? It's like a value like a number. Declare a variable named enemy and set it to none. Don't change the print function. Get the enemy enemy is equal to none. True. Okay. Oh, it takes so much time. Okay, nice. Okay, non-type quiz. Click to hide a video.
The
What happens?
The none type in Python is weird, and discovering it in Python is probably really mind bending in the same way that discovering the concept of zero would have been mind bending to the ancient Sumerians. Let's start with an example. I'll create this variable age selection and set it equal to none, and that's none with a capital N. It's important to note this is not the same thing as the string none, which would be surrounded in double quotes. None is its own special keyword in Python, it's not just another string. For example, hello world is a string, one is an integer, false is a boolean, and none is actually of the type none type, which is its own special categorization.
Oh,
Strings and integers both have infinite
non-type.
possibilities of what they could be. There's an infinite number of strings that you could store in a string type or integers that you could store in an integer type. A boolean can only be true or false, but the none type can actually only contain the value none. So
None.
why is this even useful? Well, the idea of none is to communicate that there's nothing here, and not just the value zero, because sometimes zero means something. Again, let's go back to our example of a variable called age selection. Let's say we have a form on our website where you can input an age. Well, inputting the age 0 would actually be a valid selection. So we can't use 0 to represent the state where the user has not yet selected an age. Again, because you could select 0. So one common use case with the none type is to sort of use it as a default value for a variable, and it indicates that, nothing is stored here yet, but there likely will be or can be in the future. Now, one common mistake I see with new Python developers is when they print a value, or I should say when they print a variable that stores the none value, it will actually print the string none to the console. And that's confusing because if you write a program that instead of printing a variable that stores the none type actually prints a string that just says none, the exact same thing is printed to the console, but they're not the
Oh, how is it
same. Now, the
useful?
easiest way to test is to actually wrap the variable in a type function. So you're actually printing the type of the thing. And in that case, you'd get a message saying, this is a none type or this is a string type. So if you ever get stuck or lost and you're not sure what you're looking at, be sure to use that in your print debugging.
Bro, I don't think it's useful at all. Dynamic typing. Python is dynamically typed, which means a variable can store any type and that type can change. Yeah, we saw it in earlier example. For example, if I make a number variable, I can change it or a string. Okay, okay. But like maybe don't. In most cases, it's a bad idea to change the type of variable. Yeah. The proper thing is to do just to create a new one. Okay, got it. Which non-type languages that are inherently typed are statically typed, such as Go and TypeScript. One of which you will learn in later course, depending on your chosen track. In a statically typed language, if you try to assign a value to a variable of the wrong type, you will get a compile time error and the program won't run. If Python was stati statically typed, the first example would have to show. Uh, the first example from before wouldn't allow the second time. Speed is equal to a string 5, the computer would give an error along the lines of you can assign the string value 5 okay to a number is variable speed. You understand that the computer would give an error along the lines of you can assign a oh because it will think it's a 5 okay okay. Mm-hmm.
Types are a really hot topic in coding right now. A debate rages at all times on tech Twitter about whether dynamic or static types are superior. So, what's the difference? Well, in a dynamically typed language like Python, we can create a new variable, let's call it x, set it equal to 42. On the very next line, we can set it equal to the string 60-9, and nothing happens. There's no problem with this. We've changed the type of x from an integer to a string, and the Python interpreter just doesn't care. Now, most scripting languages, Python, JavaScript, Ruby, PHP, they're all dynamically typed. And one of the big benefits, especially when you're just getting started learning to code, is that you don't need to write as much code. You don't need to specify your types all throughout your code base, which allows you to move faster and kind of focus on the conceptual stuff that you're trying to learn and that you're trying to build, rather than getting too into the weeds with all the technical details and implementations. Now, in a statically typed language, the types of every variable must be known before the code runs, which means you can't just change the type of a variable at runtime. For example, in Go, we can't just create a variable named x, set it equal to 42, and then change it to a string in the very next line. The Go compiler will yell at us and tell us that we're breaking the rules. Go, along with other statically typed languages like TypeScript, C, Rust, they don't allow us to just change the types of variables at runtime. And one of the great things about this is it stops us from writing really easy to write, kind of careless bugs into our code, because frankly, even in a dynamic programming